All right, so today I want to discuss a nice little progression that we go through here in therapy. It's in the continuation that I like to talk about with the resetting the pain, downloading the new movement patterns, and then strengthening or hitting the save button. This is that second component, the downloading the new movement patterns. And this is a nice progression to be able to engage your body, learn how to turn on and off muscles correctly, and then progress from a very simple to complex movement patterns. And so we will go through these individual steps. So the first one, I'm actually going to be lying on my back. So in this position, what we're really trying to do is engage the deep abdominal stabilizers of the spine. And so we would start here, and I would help train you and cue you to get those muscles firing. So we pull our belly button to our spine, hold that posture for a period of time. Once you have learned to engage those muscles well, then we're going to start adding complexity and movement onto that bracing. So following learning how to engage, then we're going to add in a bridge. And so I'm going to engage my deep abdominals, lift up, and hold in a bridge. And then back down, engage, hold, back down. And then we continue to make that even more and more complex. So up, extend the leg, come out and down, engage, come up with just one leg. It continues to get progressively harder as you go. Once we go from this position of laying down, now we're going to go to a position of less support. So quadruped position. And we go into the classic bird dog exercise, which is while engaging and maintaining that good brace, we're going to try and keep our pelvis nice and straight. Bring your opposite arms and legs out. Switch. Switch. And there are other variations that we can do from that. And then we'll transition to a kneeling exercise. All right, so we've transitioned from a position of more stability with the 4 points of contact, or 2 hands or 2 knees. Now we're going to make that a little bit more complex. And we can start with what we call tall kneeling first. So 2 knees contacting, and go into an example of exercise would be the classic chopping exercises. So just like you're chopping an axe, you can replicate that with things like an exercise band. So we come here, up, and out, while still maintaining. We make it a little bit more challenging by bringing one leg up, and now maintaining less, always progressing to a position of less and less stability, natural stability where you have to stabilize on your own. So that's the kneeling progression. All right, and now we've transitioned from kneeling to standing. We're on our feet, less support as we are when we're kneeling, and we start transitioning to more and more complex activities. So the first thing we do is really do is learn how to squat. And so just a basic squat, get our arms behind our head here. We're going to keep our feet shoulder apart again, starting at that brace, and go through a good training on proper squat technique. This is a nice transition to many of the normal daily activities that you do. For example, if you've got a grandkid or a kid down there, it's better to, instead of leaning over and putting a lot of stress on our back, we can use that squatting technique to pick up that child or having backpack, whatever it may be. So we transition from the kneeling to the standing. And next, we're going to go into single leg activities. All right, then the next progression that we like to do is going from 2 legs, 2 points of contact for support, to single leg contact for support. And again, these are just examples of some of the exercises that we go over. So we always start with that base activity that we start with bracing, and then going on single leg, down, make it a little more complex. This works on balance, it works on strength, it works on coordination. And when we finish up with these exercises, we then transition into more activity-specific exercises. So if you're a runner, we work on some running. If you're a skier, we work on skiing. If you don't do a lot of real strenuous activities, we work on things that you do in your home, such as gardening, or how you can transition these to time spent in the kitchen cooking or doing laundry or whatever it may be, that those specific exercises that you do. Again, it's a progression from a position of stability to normal activities and what the environment naturally throws at you. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and